Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Joey Logano's Shell-Pennzoil Phoenix Championship race win from 2024. This is another Premier Elite Edition, so here you have the generic Elite Premier Edition box. Got the big huge box, got the gold chrome foil Elite logo, Elite Premier Edition, same stuff down the sides. At the end you have the solid gold side ends. Same stuff on the back of the box, same stuff on the other side. So you got your typical copyright and such on the bottom of the box. They made a total of 122 of these things. Nice. I like when they just kind of squeeze numbers like that into the diecast. Here is the car itself. Of course, does come with a few things. You have your little car cover that all the Premier Editions come with. You got your race winning sticker. You got your certificate of authenticity and like what a Premier Edition is, all that good stuff. And you, of course, have your race-winning stat card. Nice shot of the rim there. I feel like just pointing that out. Anyways, photo of Joey, all your stats and everything. It was a pretty exciting battle at the end of the race between him and Ryan Blaney. Two Penske cars battling for the win in the championship. And yes, I know there's a lot of people that want to just cry about this endlessly. Like, okay, yes, if you have a problem with the format, that's fine. Is the format flawed? Yes. Could the format use some changes? Yes. The people that just specifically insult Logano and just like try to discredit his entire career, every accomplishment, and just hate Logano endlessly is just really stupid. Like, the people like, I have 40 wins and like, no. Like, acting like every win of his whole career is lucky. He's the luckiest driver in NASCAR history. He has like never earned anything. That's really stupid. Like, that just pisses me off. You can hate the format all you want. He played by the rules. He won it fair and square by the rules, so I don't really care about, like, format bad. Winston Cup full season points format is better, and anything that's not that, it doesn't count, which is stupid. I especially enjoyed a Kyle Busch fan I saw just, like, aggressively saying how Logano's championships don't count. Kyle Busch won, missing half the... Never mind. Anyways, let's go back to the car. It's just the typical primary Shell-Pennzoil paint scheme. This was the last time we got to see this primary paint scheme, because as you know, for 2025, it did change to the more, honestly, improved version with some extra red around the front and up the top and everything. I was very surprised when that happened. I was expecting this car to stay another 10 years like the Scallop car did, but... Anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Shell and Pennzoil. Got Ford Mustang, number 22. Got Pennzoil and Shell down the side. Got Hunt Brothers Pizza and Auto Trader back there. Got Ford Performance on the side skirt. On the seat post, you have Discount Tire and Snap-on. Got your 5 winter stickers right there. Got Ford, PPG, Mazak, AAA, and Coca-Cola. Do you get a special? Oh, it does say champion. Just says champion on the bottom. You can see he has a selection of different winter stickers. You got, the first one was the All-Star Race in North Wilkesboro. You got just a regular one for Nashville. You got a round of 16 one for Atlanta, a round of 8 one for Vegas, and then a special championship one for this race. That's kind of neat. Of course, you have the NASCAR Cup Series Championship logo. You got the round of 4, or the championship 4 logo. You got the yellow windshield banner and yellow spoiler and all that good playoff stuff. Does still have just bright chrome rims. You see, they did print a little bit on the, like, lug nuts, but I said, they just need to put dirt on these. It would make them so much better. But the people, as I say, like, every single time, the people who are like, just get rid of those chrome rims altogether and use the gunmetal that everyone else uses is like, no, that's not accurate at all. Stop it. Anyways, on the back, you got 22 Crew, you got Shell-Pennzoil, you've got a Tolson Police logo, got the Ford Michigan license plate, number 22, and Paralyzed Veterans of America. I like how that's just become like a staple of like the Penske cars at Phoenix in the fall, kind of near. Well, I wonder if it'll still be this year because Phoenix is earlier. I mean, next year when Phoenix is no longer the championship race. I wonder if it'll still be at Phoenix or not for that. But it's always cool. It's always just, it's that this race is usually near Veterans Day, so that's kind of why it always used to run like that. But anyways, on the deck lid, you got Shell and Pennzoil. On the roof, you got Cap Gemini. This is number 49. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood if it wants to. open? It does not. Come on. All right, guess we're not opening under the hood. That thing ain't budging an inch. Anyways, take a look under the deck lid. You got your typical fuel cell and such back there. You got your tethers and stuff because this is a Premier Elite. And you, of course, have the roof flaps that also barely open, but do have the tethers and everything. And there's the inner side of the car. You do have the nice metal plate, the number 49 in it. It's always nice. But now let's get down to the damage and such. This car isn't like overly damaged. This is just a nice like typical race damage type car. Like there's no like big huge marks and scrapes and scuffs, but there's like, it's just dirty. It's a bright yellow car, so you can just see a ton of dirt and grime and rubber buildup. You got confetti. This is just like a typical race version, which I said looks nice when it's a bright colored car because you can really just see every single mark and rubber piece of rubber and everything. See down the side, just more dirt and grime and stuff, more rubber buildup, all that good stuff. Back, same thing. There's even some stuff on the spoiler. It's always nice to see. See the left rear is nice and marked up a little bit. Looks like he got maybe side drafted a little. Some of that's probably fuel spill, but looks like some of that's probably some marks and stuff too. You see the left rear tire is shredded from a burnout. Don't get the full shredded tires very often anymore. It's usually just the like that with like the piece that's cut out to be flat. Like usually don't get like the full on like shredded piece anymore. Again, more marks and dirt and grime and such. It's a pretty light sprinkling of confetti. The 2022 championship car had way more confetti than this. This one just has a light sprinkling. And you can see it's mostly just the generic confetti because like they shot that off first and then they shot off the like, it was like the same thing that's on over the Blaney where it's like, looks like the championship trophy confetti. And all of that just blew right past the car and missed. I was like, come on. But there's still a light sprinkling of normal confetti. Let's have the Hunt Brothers Pizza logos with a piece of confetti sitting on top of it. When I first got this car, I like saw that and I was like, oh no. Is that like a weird like broken logo? But like, nope, it's just a piece of red confetti that happened to land on the red Hunt Brothers logos. It's even a piece that landed right in the vent. It's funny. He said, it was definitely an interesting battle at the end. I will say also, will people be complaining about Penske doing this every year if it was like Hendrick doing it every year? If Hendrick won 3 championships in a row by just winning Phoenix, would anyone be crying? I don't think so, but whatever. It's just, and the crying just pisses me off because it's just like, if you have problems with the format, that's fine. There are problems with the format. Stop insulting Logano specifically like it's his fault that he plays by the rules and to win championships. It's not his fault. I'm very glad that Logano's even just like started to just kind of ignore the whiny people. Like he even had some good quote this year where he just said something along the lines of like, kind of like that old hockey quote where he said like, oh, I can't really hear them. The sound just kind of echoes with these 3 championship trophies behind me. So that was really funny. But I said, Logano seems to get hated more than like anyone. And most of it's not even his fault. A lot of it is just endless crying from people who just want to just hate Logano for everything he ever does. It ain't his fault that Bowman decided to lose some tungsten and was too low or too light. It always did make me laugh that other people that like were trying to act like, oh, here's the piece falling off. That's clearly why he's too light. That makes it okay. Like that does not make it okay. If tungsten and lead, if that was really like a weight or something that fell out, like that could be a way harsher penalty. So that's probably why they just decided to take the penalty and didn't even try to appeal it because that could have been an even worse penalty for the team. Whatever. Logano's the champion. Nothing's changing that. No amount of crying is going to change that. And he's already had a Hall of Fame career and he's not anywhere near done yet. So keep crying. He'll keep winning. Anyways, back to the car. Also worth just want to point out here I do have a couple special finishes of this car. Don't really show off special finishes much on this channel. So here is the liquid color. Liquid color's always been one of my favorite finishes just because it's like, it's just so nice looking. Like it's that nice, like wet paint, sparkly metallic look. And on Logano's cars looks really nice because it's like this nice, like yellow gold color and just looks fantastic. I said I never really show special finishes very often on this channel just because like I don't get many of them. I do get Logano's when it's like this, like a championship car, or if there's like a good special paint scheme. Like I have the special finishes coming for the New Garden paint scheme, and I have the special finishes coming for his throwback from this year. So It's a little too late to point those out in a video because I already reviewed the air freight version of the new Garden I got, so I don't think the special finishes are coming out until like the middle of September. But so like the liquid color got made as an elite for the new Garden, but then the color chrome DNP'd, I think, in the elite and only got made as the ARC or something. I don't know, but here's liquid color, and then here is the color chrome. Pretty self-explanatory, just a nice gold chrome car. Thought that'd be cool to point out. I said, apparently people do like the special finishes on YouTube because I randomly found this like new channel. It's like a new channel that just posts YouTube shorts about Diecast. And he posted some little like YouTube short about like, it was like Ross Chastain's Kubota Kansas win. Like the liquid color or the color chrome of it, the elite. And I saw that like within a week it already had like 6,000 views. So I was like, oh, I guess people like to see those. So here you go. So special finishes are nice. I do try to stick to only Logano. There's always an occasional one that just releases at some point that I'm like, man, I really almost want that, but like I try to stay away from it. Kind of like how I kind of want that liquid color of Martin Truex Jr.'s final ride, or at least his final full-time ride, the red car. I will be getting that and reviewing that at some point, the standard version, but like how the original version of that car was a nice metallic, like candy apple red. And then for whatever reason, they posted the render of that car. It was the metallic red. It was really nice. And then they gave some weird excuse about like the wrap getting screwed up. So by the time they actually got to the track, it's just like a plain dark red. So the liquid color of that car is actually like a nice metallic red. So it's actually closer to how it should have looked, but the standard version is how it actually looked. But I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, back to this car. This is a brand new release. You can get it right now. Championship race versions usually do disappear pretty quickly. I said something like this because if they're, I'm pretty sure they still made a good amount of them for all the people that cry how Logano has no fans. And yet, what do you know? Look at all the cars that got made for this car that a lot of us ordered. So, it probably wasn't as high as some other drivers. Like, I'm sure this probably still has less made than like Ryan Blaney's or Chase Elliott's or Kyle Larson's championship wins were made. So, you never know. Might get rare. Remember, for every diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, use the code BWhack, and get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. Just go to that if you want anything. But I think that's all there is to say. This has been a review of Joey Logano's Phoenix Championship win from 2024. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.